Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Justin Herbert looking to pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And down inside the 15 he goes. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And this may be a big early turning point in it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bears are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hurt under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for L.A. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this one complete on the slant route.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Open man is Newsome. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears! Daz Newsome, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
What pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eckler, they run left side, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields buying time to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
Touchdown! Daz Newsome, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Herbert on first down now. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there just before halftime. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Again, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away, right? So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And quickly they get to the line. On second and very short. Fields rolling to his left. A faux left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On third down, it's Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw again on second. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Touchdown, L.A. Demarcus Robinson. Yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They try again with Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Back to throw, Fields.
Steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Being chased out left.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time, touchdown Bears! Tariq Cohen, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was polished off by a Tariq Cohen touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.